lot of angst. There's fear on this journey. And sometimes that fear can be paralyzing. I have a lot of people who reach out. Where do we start from? How do we begin? Oh my God, it's overwhelming. Stop. It does not need to be seen as one big block. It's not. It's a series of steps. I am driving to work. It's a few kilometers, but I needed to move 1 centimeter from my house. Then it became 10 centimeters. Then I continued moving. It became 100 centimeters. Then it got to a kilometer. And I am still flying through the kilometers as we go along. My car is eating the kilometers up, but it's a centimeter at a time. The journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a step. A lot of the time when we start in these journeys, we are so focused on how many thousand kilometers you need to move. I'm going to start a business. I need to sort out the marketing, and I need to sort it. Yeah, you do. However, you need to focus on the product idea first. Then you need to start figuring out how you're going to get the product idea to your target audience, one step at a time. There will be a focus on the products, and then you will have that in, and then you focus on the marketing and the distribution, and you set up your bases, and then you go back to improve and refine. That's how a lot of people do their businesses. Most people don't have their business all set up in a package just to unbox. And even businesses that were unboxed, as they expand or hit episodes where specific domains need to be focused on to improve. So 1 step at a time. Let's get started. Amma, what do I do? Let's start from there. Amma, how do I? Let's start from there. What am I going to? Yeah, let's figure out what you bring to the table first. Maybe let's even find the table. Let's locate the table. Let's know what kind of table it is and what that table welcomes, what that table has for you. The table may be complete, but I just need you to bring yourself. Let's find the table. Let's find it first. After we find the table, we can worry about the rest. I think sometimes it is a trick of the mind. The fear of getting started can paralyze you so that you don't get started at all. You allow yourself to get overwhelmed by all the things that you allow yourself to say you've got to do immediately. No, you don't. When you are reasonable, you know you don't. You don't need to do it all at once. You can't. Amazon did not have an AI department when they started. They are adding those things on as they go. They added those things on as they go. And so can you. So let's not allow our minds to trick us. Let's not permit our minds to remove focus on what we can do and to take us rather to places where we might not be able to do stuff. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, overwhelmed by what? Well, you said the business, I'm starting a business. Have you started a business? No, but I'm competitors. Let's figure out what your business is going to be. Let's figure out who your customers are going to be. Let's figure out then how we will get your products in front of your customers and convince them to buy. Let your competitors figure out what they are going to do. And once you've done that, let's work on making sure that your offer is so good that your clients will see it as the best viable option for them. That's what we should be talking about. I'm yawning. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get through my day today, but I'm going. That's the attitude. I'm going to get to work, and if I need a cup of coffee, I will go and buy a massive one. Or maybe I'll take a free one from the machine. Whatever happens to be the case, I will have it. And then, after I've had coffee, I will see how my body responds to the coffee. If that one coffee is enough, if it is not enough, well, we figure out what else to do. That is the name of the game. That is the name of this game. Worrying about how I'm going to wake myself up and get through my day. My day is a long one today. I have a very long day today. Got loads of things that need to be done today. I have a lot of things, a lot of variables that are hanging. Lots of loose ends to tie. But going to work right now does not need me to fret over those and to worry about those, because I even don't know. I will find out some of those loose ends and what's happened to them once I log in to the school system. I will know what else I need to act on once the day unfolds. I will discover things and learn things as we go along. Yeah. And so no need overwhelming myself about what I do not even know yet. The attitude is to hold your nerve, and it's the same one I offer to you, those of you who are looking to start your businesses, or you started your businesses and you are looking to grow your businesses. Most of us are not business oriented. Most of us are detail oriented in the areas that we have our specialisms. I am an educator. I'm only an educator. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah. We will let systems kick in, and we will go one step at a time through the frameworks, and we are not going to fret too much about end outcomes yet. We will just allow ourselves to get into the process and to learn to enjoy the process, to celebrate the process, because there are many wins within the process of growth. I can tell you, I remember when I was trying to get my first course on Udemy. Udemy, depending on your accent placements. I have conversations with people about this one. A classic one with the Udemy, but there you go. When I got my course on there the first time in 2019, end of 2019, and it finally got approved beginning of 2020. Recording the class, editing the class, and then it got to the time when I needed to upload it to the platform, that's when I realized that the platform also has some requirements and some things you needed to do. So I got in and I was doing these things that the platform needed you to do. And then it finally went live. I had no idea about marketing. That presented itself after the course was live. And yeah, I realized that I figured out I needed to be in a place where I owned. I found some tools. They were supposed to be the better places to go to. So I moved and I went to those places and I moved. That's what I've got for you. My experience of setting up business, of scaling up and leveraging, of refining, changing directions over the course, adding and removing aspects. I have realized that you don't actually have, and you shouldn't have end outcomes as your only focus. Things will come to you, things will happen. It will happen in its time. What you need to knuckle down on is to keep working, to keep going, not discourage yourself, don't stop. Just keep working on something. And if you are willing to keep working on something, to keep doing that for an extended period of time, you will surprise yourself with how far you go. People will look at what I've built now, and they will say back to me and tell me stories about what I've done and I'm doing. And every time I speak to somebody who does that, I realize that they glorify what has happened. They never have realism on how things actually did happen. They condense processes. They condense processes. They beautify happenings. Wow. It didn't happen that way, you know. No, there was a lot of crying. There was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of trial and error. Of course there was. Uncertainty. There was a lot of disappointment also. Some of those disappointments were premature. I recovered some of the positions I already cried about, and there are some positions you never recover, so the disappointments are real and justified. There are disappointments. There are wins, there are losses. You don't know them before you start. And so you must be willing to just get started and go. You don't know the whole journey, but you get started. I've learned to do that a lot. Say I'm going into downtown Abu Dhabi. There is an address in downtown Abu Dhabi. I don't have the details of. I don't start my GPS from my house. I have an idea of the general direction of downtown Abu Dhabi. Guess what? We jump on downtown Abu Dhabi. We start driving towards the general vicinity. And as we approach that general vicinity, we iron out the details. It is one of the breakthrough mentoring sessions that I have had with a business coach, we will iron out the details later. And I'm looking at this woman like, I want to know the roadmap. And she says the roadmap is we get started, and then we refine our processes, and then we scale. That's vague. Give me details. Nobody has details for you, love. We will iron out the details as time goes on. We will only know the details that should be ironable as time goes on. And that's all I've got for you. Looking at this man thinking, you incompetent little cow. Did you just take my money? But no. She has proven to have been justified over time. Many of the initial directions we thought we would explore, we did not. And some of the directions we didn't realize we were going to explore became our main areas of exploration. We could only iron those things out as we carried on and as more information became available in the ecosystem. We could only iron out as time went on. We couldn't have done it any sooner. Wasting any time trying to iron anything out was ill-advised, and that's why she did not want me to spend any of my time ironing out nothing, but to rather dwell see these very cute coffee places as I drive around. It's beautiful. So I ask you this morning, hello, how you doing? You on my feed. Darling, on my feed. Exploring this conversation. It is one step at a time. Even if you want to run, you must start with a step. You must build momentum. And then, if you've ever seen a sprint race, the initiation is not as explosive as the middle of the race. Whilst they are powering and building momentum, they start slower, and then they speed up and speed up and speed up until they push to terminal velocity. That's all there is. The laws of the universe, the laws of physics, all demand that is how it should happen. It cannot happen in any other way, my love. I wish I could lie to you and tell you it could happen in some other way, but I'll be doing a disservice to you, so let me not lie to you. Permit me to tell you the truth. Take the bitter pill, swallow it, let's heal, and let's move on. And yeah, when you start your journey of 1,000,000 miles and you are looking for somebody to walk with you, to guide you, to cheer you, at the very least, to share the journey with you and encourage each other, well, you know where I am. You find me and we do it together. It's a journey of 1,000,000 miles. I have a very crazy weekend coming up. I have sorted out nothing, but I've decided, having done many crazy weekends, that my plans they can be formed very quickly. Details can be ironed out later. You don't need to figure it all out from the beginning. In fact, these days when I'm traveling, I figure nothing out. tend to figure out more as I go along. And that's all I've got for you. So you asked me how you could get started on this whole thing. I've told you. Take one step. Take the next step. Even if the step you took was in the wrong direction, when you figure out it's the wrong direction, change direction and take the steps that will bring you closer to your destination. Let me love you and leave you. I'll see you later.